What's going on, people? I look hilarious. Oh, it's a rainy day, so I've got all my rain jacket on, and it's on top of the hat, which I'm going to take off because that just looks fucking hilarious. Oh, I didn't even see it before. But anyway, what's going on? I'm at this part of the forest today because I'm probably going to walk to the other side anyway. But you can tell it's a rainy day today. Very rainy, very windy. Does that stop your boy John from coming out though? It doesn't. It doesn't stop me from coming out. Nothing can stop me from coming out. Nothing. I wish it snowed though. Don't you? I wish it snowed. That'd be really nice. Coming in the forest. Coming in the forest. Oh, my mind's dirty today. Arriving in the forest when it's when it's snowing. That'd be a really mystical experience. But anyway, this is fine. That's something that I desire, but I'm not attached to it. You see what I did there? Anyway, enough of the puns. What's the topic of today's video? Well, you already saw it, didn't you? It's in the title. The all-pervading silence. What is the all-pervading silence? What is it? You tell me. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it's something that definitely is. That's it. It is. It's not even here. It is. When I did LSD, shrooms actually, and LSD always happens when I do any sort of psychedelic. I'm very aware of the silence. Very aware of the quietude. Very aware. I become very alert to it. And it almost becomes scary because it's like there's nothing. There's nothing going on. There's nothing even happening. That silence. That presence. It's mystical, isn't it? It's mystical. And a lot of people are uncomfortable with silence. They are uncomfortable when you're talking to them and you become silent for a few seconds. And they always have to fill up the silence with words or movement or noise or entertainment. It is habitual for humans to not be aware of the silence, to always fill it up. But you see, silence is your best friend. Why? Because silence is what you are. You are that all-pervading silence. That eternal nothingness. That quietude. That is you. That's God. God talks to you when it's quiet. Silence is his language. When you ask a question to God and there's silence, that is exactly the answer that you are going to hear, because it is through that silence the action that is needed or necessary will arrive. Try it. You know, on a regular basis we face external or internal difficulties. Our mind interprets something as being weird or stupid or anxious or angry or whatever, or an external situation might just arise and induce the same feeling, right? Someone might do something to you, they might say something to you, you might get overtaken whilst you're driving. God, there's always people doing slingshots here. I'm going to go talk to them in a bit, but I'm going to finish the video first. You know, we face difficulties all the time, and usually we think that we need to react right then and there to stop the problem from getting worse. I face the same problem during meditation. I'm meditating, and I've got this peace, this quiet, and then the mind comes up and says something really crazy or stupid or weird, and an emotion then follows, either with that thought or a following thought that says, I shouldn't have this thought. Alright, it's really weird, but that, you know, initially when I first did this, I was like, I need to get rid of that thought. I shouldn't be thinking about that thought. That thought's disgusting. I need to be present. Let me be present. Let me be aware. Let go of that thought. Let go of the thought. I'd keep saying that to myself. Let go of that thought. Let go of that thought. Let go of that thought. What the fuck is the thing that's saying let go of that thought? It's another thought. It's another ego. So I watch that. I watch the thing that says let go of that thought, and then let go of that thought. And then sooner or later I got the gist of the mind. The mind goes on. It doesn't stop. Okay? It doesn't stop. When you let go of the mind, it stops eventually. But when I say you let go of the mind, I seriously mean you let it do what it wants to do. Arbitrarily, inadvertently, involuntarily, let it do what it's going to do. Let it think what it's going to think. Let it feel what it's going to feel. Let it say what it wants to say. You just be the space of the witness and watch what happens. Watch what happens. I like doing long meditation sessions that go beyond 30 minutes. Do you know why? Because I first begin my meditation to get peace, to present myself, ground myself, or whatever. And I'm trying to get off the thoughts. I'm trying to detach myself from the thoughts. And I'm spending the first 5-10 minutes detaching myself. Sooner or later I give up during the process, because I realize that the mind's going to do what it's going to do. It's going to just go on. And all I have to do is just watch it. And I can relax whilst being the watcher. I don't have to try and stop the thoughts. I can just relax and watch the thoughts as they come and go. Because they're going to come and go. And some are going to stick. Let them stick. You be observant of the fact that it's stuck. Some are going to then move. Let them move, man. It's not a complicated process. But when you first begin, you think it is. Because you have all of these preconceptions of meditation and what you're doing here and right? It's all complicated and jazzy and funny. But the key reason as to why you're meditating, well, that's an introspective question, isn't it? Ask yourself, why are you meditating? You can say, I'm meditating because I want to find inner peace. I want, clarity. I want to be more emotionally resilient. And these are good reasons. These are good reasons. You have to understand that this is the person talking. The person, the ego, is saying, I want to not be these things. I want to be a meditator. I want to be a spiritual practitioner. Ow. I want to be monk, right? I want to be monk mode or whatever. The eternal silence, though, the pervading silence, that is you. That is you at your core. That is what you are. Now, don't identify yourself to that, because if you identify yourself to that, now you're not the silence anymore. Now you're the thing that says, I am the silence. So just understand it as a conception. It's a conception, and your mind is most likely, if you resonate with what I'm saying, your mind is going to take the conception and identify itself with it. So next time you meditate, you're going to say, I am the silence. I am the silence. I am the eternal pervading silence. Yeah, that's a concept as well. Just watch that. Because your mind loves concepts, identities. It loves to conceptualize and make things out of nothing. That's what the mind does, right? It makes conceptions out of nothing. Preconceptions. Ideas. Judgments. Yeah, this is what the mind does. You have to understand it. So when you find yourself in the grip of the mind's preconceptualization of things or nothingness, just understand, don't be worried about it. Your mind's going to make you feel like you should be worried about it because, oh my god, the idea is so bad. The preconceptualization that the mind is doing is hurtful or harmful or anxious or anxiety inducing, right? Of course it is, because that's what the mind does. So just watch it. Observe. It's beautiful because enlightenment doesn't last forever. That's what I'm going to say. Enlightenment doesn't last forever. In fact, enlightenment comes in small stages. There is no such thing as enlightenment and that's it, I'm enlightened forever now. It doesn't work that way. Because if you say I'm enlightened forever, that means the mind has come and said I'm enlightened forever. Therefore, you're not enlightened forever. You are an identity now. Enlightenment is simply realizing you are not the mind and you are not the body. And that means everything you have ever feared, ever wanted, ever desired, ever been sad about, angry about, guilty about, everything that you've ever felt or thought about the world or the universe, especially about yourself, is a lie, is a delusion or an illusion. It's not real. And those things can be changed. That's the thing. They can be changed or left unchanged because they don't exist. Alright? Gives a lot of freedom. And from there you can pick and choose now, from the nothingness, what ego identity you want to create. Because you can do that now. You're not a conditioned response to everything. You're not reactive to the world anymore. You are an initiator. Because you are speaking from that place of oneness with everything. But don't try and get there through thinking, because it's not going to work. Don't try and be the oneness, because again, that's another conception. What you want to do is observe every little freaking thing that comes into the mind. Watch it as if you are just watching a movie or a TV show. It's entertainment. Let it go. Let the mind do what it's going to do. And just keep doing that. Keep doing it consistently with practice. Meditation is not just the foundation of what I'm talking about here, but it is, I wouldn't even say it's the end. It's not the end. I don't know what it is, but it's a tool. Meditation is a tool. It's a tool, it's a practice, and you are not trying to get anything from it. You will know what you've become through meditation. But meditation is a tool and it's a practice. It is not the end itself. The end is something a lot more beautiful than meditation. But we're not trying to get there. We're not trying to get there because we are already there, technically. Alright, gentlemen and ladies, and women and children, and grandfathers and grandmothers, and cats and dogs, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever time it is. Hope you enjoyed the video. And I'll see you in the next one. It's been a fantastic one today. So, I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.